Hello everyone, today I'm looking at Unravel. Yes, the little Yarny game. I was shocked, honestly, that this game is actually good. You have a very, it's a simple, puzzle adventure kind of game. But it is a little bit, how do I say, I know it's just interesting how the whole game works. So yeah, you're always on a piece of yarn, and you kind of go through this world, and you're very small, and your big enemies are things like crows and stuff. Again, a lot of time you need to be able to do certain kinds of objectives and stuff, and puzzles, and move things into the right place so you can get where you need to go. But for the most part, Yarny is a very cute game, a little kind of character. There's definitely some platforming here with ropes and jumps and stuff. And then there are certain sections where you kind of have to just run away from some kind of giant monster. There are points where Yarny will kind of lose the end of his string, and so you need to get a checkpoint which allows you to get more yarn and be able to essentially continue your adventures. So sometimes you have to be strategic. You can't go directly through the level. You have to go kind of a roundabout way in order to get more yarn to keep moving. And again, what really surprised me about this game is just that it was good. Like the puzzles are all pretty good. The atmosphere is really nice, and what's also really crazy is that the music is phenomenal. It's really, really nice. It's very kind of folky and whatever, but I really enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. I thought there'd be another, crappy whatever indie game like Ori and the Blind Forest, which I didn't really, care for. It was just kind of like, whatever. Also, throughout each level, there are little collectibles that you can grab and find that will allow you essentially to unlock, just more stuff in general for the game. And what is cool is that as Yarny goes about the map, he will kind of get, a lot less, basically thinner based on how much yarn he has left. But yeah, it basically is this story about this little guy, made of yarn, and what he's basically trying to do is, kind of weave together, honestly, the memories of this grandmother. So she kind of has this book of memories of her grandchildren, and so you are the red thread that ties everything together. And so as you're the kind of meta stories that as you're tracing, as you're going about these little levels, you're actually tracing back a different memory that the grandmother has of her children. And so I'm not sure if it's totally supposed to be like a commentary on dementia and stuff like that, but it definitely is kind of a story about this person's relationship with their grandchildren, and how it's told through this little story. So yeah, like it's this cool thing where Yarny is like this little character, but he is literally the thread that holds together the family and the sanity of this person. And so in that context, it's actually just really thoughtful and really nice. There are certain mechanics, like you're able to rappel certain distances, climb certain things. You can also string rope together so that you can basically use it as a jumping off point, and basically use it to platform around certain areas. The game itself is also not super long. It'll be like a couple days a weekend, and again, the music and everything in this thing was just very impressive, and I was really, really moved by it. I don't know, I had a lot more fun than I thought I would, and I'm very glad that I played the friggin' Yarny game. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, when this game was originally teased, I think it was a EA original or something. And essentially, the guy that they had, who was the main developer on it and the lead developer, came out on stage to basically talk about his little Yarny game, and it was the most like awkward moment of E3 I think I've ever seen, where the guy is almost shaking with excitement on stage, and he says, "Oh, I'm trying to like build my little Yarny game, and you know what, guys? I brought him with me." And so he brings out this tiny Yarny, which is like this little, I guess, thing he made, this little toy. God, like to no end. Like that clip always amuses me because he is so nervous. Like this is like some Swedish man they've put in like a cubicle, and like you know, the country, one of the countries on Earth that has absolutely no light, you know, more than 9 months of the year, and he's been socially isolated. And now he's like, they're getting him to get up in front of like hundreds of thousands of people and talk about his little Yarny game. Like, it's just the most socially awkward kind of torture moment I could have possibly envisioned. And this poor guy is like struggling to basically keep it together. To me, it is the absolute funniest thing I've ever seen. Oh, this is my Yarny. Please don't laugh at me. But yeah, it turns out Yarny is actually good and not just a meme game. So yeah, I'm very happy to see that and to say that. Anyway, guys, not much else to say about this one. It's actually pretty decent. Lots of nice puzzles, great music, and a great presentation overall. Really enjoyed it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.